Okay, you're on the other side, and I got a different background. I'm messing around with the clips on my phone. All right, so you're on the other side, and what did you learn? All right, you dug into some actual scenarios, right? You did some simulations that provided you with a little bit of hands-on experience of what it's like to put that forecast into action, to work on the actual merchandise plan that includes price reduction. So, you didn't know before you got to this that when a buyer buys, they're planning when they're going to mark down and what they're going to mark down to on that planning calendar. You learned how to calculate open to buy and just the different categories of assortment planning, and finally you completed an assortment plan. So you have done a lot of the activities that both the assistant buyer and the buyer will be completing. You're on that side of it, okay? So you were a buyer for a module. So you actually got to do the activities that a buyer would complete in one module. So everything else has been kind of the build up to what the buyer does, but this is where the rubber meets the road. So this is where all that research and understanding your customer, that forecasting, all that stuff actually gets put into action. Okay, so you got to do the back. When I was a buyer, people would say, "You buy for a living." I'm like, "No, I plan for a living. I look at make data informed decisions." So you just made some data informed decisions, okay? And then the next few chapters, we'll talk about the other piece. We'll talk about the pricing, inventory, and working with our vendors. Okay. All right. Listen, we're on the downward slope. Now you're at week 5. We have 2 more weeks of this class, and you're almost there. You got it. You were, like I said, you were a buyer. You were a buyer for a module. The next module you're definitely gonna be. Actually, the next 3 modules will be the buyer duties with when we talk about inventory control and discovering and working with our vendor partners. Okay. All right. I'll see you at the next module.